Hey everybody, welcome to a very special edition of PromoHomo.TV. I am with DAP Health's Director of Development, a longtime friend and colleague, James Lindquist. Hi, James.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Great. I'm very excited.
He says great, but I'm sure he's also very tired because the Chase, the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards, this year known as the Chase, is happening. It's days away. It's sold out, but we're going to tell you, for those of you who are lucky ticket holders, what to expect at the event, and for those of you who aren't going, reasons to get your ticket next year. So I'll be back with James after this.
Take me out. Take me out to California. I feel the day is coming to an end, and my eyes are drawn to southern skies. But I'll be coming home soon.
Presented by Eisenhower Health and hosted by TV's Michael Urie. DAP Health's biggest annual fundraiser, the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards, kicks off with Amazon's amazing cocktail reception. Be at the Palm Springs Convention Center March 25th when DAP Health honors fashion icon Donna Karan and Desert Healthcare District and Foundation's Board of Directors and CEO Conrado Barzaga. Emmy and Golden Globe winning singer-actor Darren Criss headlines the evening.
PromoHomo.TV is all about empowering you, our communities, and our world. For their support of PromoHomo.TV, I wish to thank my sponsors. DAP Health. I've been a grateful client of DAP Health for more than a decade. One of their value statements, we welcome all people, period.
Nothing like the city we're at. Got tired of the running.
Willie's Modern Fare, 1501 Uptown Gastropub, and 849 Restaurant and Lounge. 3 restaurants, unlimited flavors. Shouting out to my media partners. Pink Media, amplifying PromoHomo.TV across the Twitterverse with their hashtag I Love Gay campaign. David Perry and Associates, a PR and marketing firm. GayDesertGuide.lgbt, and KGay 1065 Palm Springs, available worldwide. Ask your smart speaker to play KGAY. And last but not least, the PromoHomo.TV superstars who voluntarily subscribe to the free content at PromoHomo.TV for as little as $1 a month. Join them at patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV. Meet many of them at PromoHomo.TV/superstars. Now here's how you can step up to the plate. To find out how you can help me empower you, our communities, and our world, visit PromoHomo.TV/empower. Thank you. Welcome back. So, first of all, James, I know where we are, but why don't you tell our audience where we are?
We are in one of the newest part of DAP Health. This is our Orange Clinic. In the past, it is our free sexual wellness clinic. It is where you can come in and get STI testing, treatment, prevention, all that other kind of stuff. And we're really excited because, it used to be part of our regular building campus, and now we have it as part of the clinical. And it's just been a beautiful space, and seeing it be outbuilt and all this other kind of stuff is just very exciting.
And I'm actually going to be doing a tour of the Orange Clinic in a completely separate episode coming up in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. Now, there is a strong connection between sort of the reality of the expansion of DAP and the Chase. Talk about the reason that the Chase happens, what it is and why it happens.
So it originally started, there was a gentleman named Steve Chase, and as many of people, if you live in Thunderbird or if you know the area, you see a lot of the houses that he helped create. He was an interior designer. He was also a philanthropic, and he did a lot of stuff in Palm Springs, especially during the 80s when AIDS was at its crisis. Now, he started the original Steve Chase events, and back then they were called the Hearts Ball, and he started that with Betty White. And when he died, we then, in his honor, changed the name from the Hearts Ball to the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards. So it's really been a nice, a full circle of, honoring somebody that did so much for people in the desert, especially during that time. And now to see it continue to morph, continue to be this thing where now it's called the Chase, where we're still looking forward and all that, but still paying respect to where we've been.
Well, Steve Chase was an amazing person. I actually covered his star dedication live a few years ago. So if you really want to know more about the fabulous Steve Chase, you can search my archives for Steve Chase's star dedication. So this year's Chase, Saturday, March 25th, is at the Palm Springs Convention Center. It's sold out.
Yes, we're very excited
so
about that.
What is the capacity? What does sold out? What does sold out mean?
So things are a little different this year. We're still getting from COVID. Typically if this event was held inside, we would have anywhere from 1,500 people and up. Last year we changed the event and we had it outside, and people loved it so much that we wanted to do the same thing again. Now we've changed it a little bit, so we're at about 1,000 people this year. But instead of it all being outside, we're going to have the cocktail reception inside, which is being presented by Amazon, who's our platinum sponsor. And then the main event is being presented by Eisenhower Health, who is our presenting sponsor.
I bet there's some strategy to the indoor cocktail party, because last year, you never know what the temperature was, but last year it was on a very hot day.
Yeah.
So if the cocktail party is inside, the sun goes down behind the mountain,
Yep.
and everyone goes out to the beautiful tables
Yes.
where there's the view of the mountain.
Yeah.
What a lineup you have this year. Tell me about this who's who.
We're
It's
really excited.
online, but I printed it, a cheat sheet here.
Yeah, for those who are familiar with Broadway stars, we have Nick Adams, who is in Fire Island, and then we
The
have
movie Fire Island.
The movie
on
Fire
Hulu.
Island. Yes,
it's
which is really good.
Fun movie.
Yeah, and then we have Seikan Sengblo, who is on The Wonder Years, and for many people may not know, she was also the first African-American alphabet. And then we're bringing back Michael Urie, who was our host last year, and he did such an amazing job with connecting with the audience that we knew we had to have him come back. And then we have our headliner, which is Darren Criss from Glee. So it'll be nice to have this whole young audience, young group of performers in that'll be at the event.
So for the 1,000 lucky ticket holders, and I'm one of them, I'll be there covering, of course. Tell us what to expect from beginning to end for this fabulous evening you have planned for us.
So we're really excited. It's at the Palm Springs Convention Center. When you first arrive to valet, you'll be let out. You'll see a big, huge blue carpet. It's going to be 600 feet. It's blue instead of red because to honor our healthcare workers. You'll see a large sign above you that says, "Welcome to the Chase." You will be welcomed by ambassadors that will help you through an express check-in if we've gotten all your information. If not, we'll take you to registration. From registration, you will be welcomed by a concierge that will bring you down the blue carpet. We're very excited. We have KESQ that will be broadcasting from the blue carpet, as well as KMIR. And then we also have 2 activation stations. One will be where you can do a step and repeat. The other one will be a photo op where we have one of the photographers from Palm Springs Life that will take your picture. Once you go into the cocktail hour, which is presented by Amazon, the whole theme is big ideas, because Amazon is huge on big ideas and supporting the community. You will be welcomed into where your big idea can be shared on the wall. You just tell us what is your big idea. And then we'll have our silent auction where we'll have about 100 items. We'll have a Glamazon cocktail, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Then they go to the dinner itself, which is being presented by Eisenhower, where we'll have a Koroku bento box, which will be vegan as well as meat, whichever you choose. And then we'll have the show, and then about 8:30, Darren Criss will come on. At 9 o'clock, we welcome DJ Mod Girl. If you've heard her, she's fantastic.
Very, very fabulous and very much a rising star. Her star is actually already risen.
Yes,
it's great to
she's
see
everywhere.
everything that's happened for DJ Mud Girl.
Yeah, and then at 10 o'clock, because of noise ordinances, we turn the music off, and we all get to go home.
So why is this important? Why does it matter?
Why does it matter? We have over 15,000 people that currently are clients of ours in the Coachella Valley. And as we keep expanding that, as we all know in regards to what's happening with Borrego and the alliance between EnterCare and neighborhood healthcare.
And for those of you who do not know what's happening,
for those of you who do not know, we did in an alliance acquire Borrego Health, which means that we will now be the third largest FQHC in the area. And so it means that we have a whole new responsibility to people. So what we're doing here is we're showing, who we are and in this change, but also, still recognizing that we have so many people in the community that need help. Over 30% of the people that live in the Coachella Valley don't have health care. And so we want to make sure that we are representing those people, as well as, getting the word out that healthcare is so important, especially right now.
Certainly. It's a great time, and people love to have fun. One of the things I really appreciate about this particular reimagined Chase in the outdoor venue is the dress code runs the gamut.
Yes. Creative fashion.
Yes.
This year it's going to be the whole thing is like, we want people to think, if you want to wear a tux, great. But we have so many different designers that are out here, between Trina Turk and Will Stiles and all these other great designers that have clothing that think of color, think of glamour. This is a celebration.
Major designer honoree too.
Yes, we have the fashion icon Donna Karen that will be honored.
And then you're also honoring Conrado E.
Barzaga,
MD.
From Desert Healthcare District and Foundation. And Donna Karen has a very personal connection to HIV and AIDS. She worked for Perry Ellis. Perry Ellis died of AIDS in the 80s. She was one of the first people to have a fundraiser based on somebody passing. Did it with Elton John, raised $1 million in the 80s.
Wow. The work continues. So I will be inside the cocktail hour, and I will be recording interviews with people about their big ideas. So look for me. You won't be able to miss me because I'm big and tall, but I will be wearing a sort of a not to miss shirt. I'm just going to let you know that much. And you'll see actually a tripod with an iPhone on top of it. So look for me, and I'll interview you about your big idea. Is there anything else you want to add that we haven't talked about?
Just that, this is, we're just so excited that this is our 29th year. And, so next year we're at 30. And this has just been one of those events that, has been continuing to morph. And the importance of it, being in the community, being in front of the community, letting the community know that we're here. We know that, whatever's going to happen next, DAP Health is going to be here to help the community and be part of it.
Fantastic. And one of DAP's value statements is, we welcome all people, period. And I've been a grateful client of DAP Health for over 10 years. And I can speak personally about how powerful they have been in my life. One of the things I particularly love about DAP's expansion is that DAP has always been really committed to healthcare equity, but because of the acquisition of Borrego and the geographic expanse that DAP now reaches, you're able to offer services to people from all sorts of walks of life and intersectionalities.
Yes, yeah, and that's actually part of our, we have a new thing that we have called the Impact Hour, and what we actually do is we do tours of the campus where we talk to our clients about their experience with DAP Health, and the clients do expand all through the Coachella Valley. So, I think that that's going to be one of the most important things here, is to being able to see that expansion, but I think it's also important to hear their stories and to hear what the impact DAP Health is having in their lives.
So for more information, if you didn't get a ticket to the Chase this year, go to daphealth.org/thechase. You can see what you're attending or missing this year, but you can find out how to participate next year. And if you go to daphealth.org, then you can find out everything you want to know about this important organization. And if you see this in time, there's something else you should know about Dining Out for Life.
Yes, so on April 27th, we will have Dining Out for Life. We have been either number 1, 2, or 3 for the last, I would say, at least 5-7 years in the nation. We are one of the smallest areas for this event, which has basically helped to raise awareness of HIV and AIDS. We beat out areas like Denver, we beat out areas in like LA, and it's because of the community coming together to support it. It'll be over almost 80 restaurants that will be on the 27th. We'll have a huge kickoff with a number of the bars on the 26th on Arenas, so we're really excited about that.
Now, when he says that they come in third among all these cities, basically There are dozens of cities that participate in the national event, international, because I think they're in Canada now, Dining Out for Life. And participating restaurants donate a percentage of their proceeds on those days to the benefiting HIV/AIDS service organizations, and these funds do go directly to fund programs that are supporting people living with HIV and AIDS and preventing HIV and AIDS, for that matter.
Yeah, no, it's anywhere from 33% to over 110%. So I mean, just imagine you're giving your full day of what you're making that day to support and show your support for not only your community and the part that you're part of the community, but for what we do here.
So you can make one or many meals matter with Dining Out for Life. Well, thank you, James. I appreciate being able to talk to you as always.
Yes, thank you. I love it.
And thank you for watching PromoHomo.TV. And when you're out there in Palm Springs, look for 6 feet of snow, because I've hit the desert. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Presented by Eisenhower Health and hosted by TV's Michael Urie, DAP Health's biggest annual fundraiser, the Steve Chase Humanitarian Awards, kicks off with Amazon's amazing cocktail reception. Be at the Palm Springs Convention Center March 25th when DAP Health honors fashion icon Donna Karan and Desert Healthcare District and Foundation's Board of Directors and CEO Conrado Barzaga. Emmy and Golden Globe winning singer-actor Darren Criss headlines the evening.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running. They're catching up.